When Marine Corporal Marshal Karl's wife, Divya, gave birth to their son 6 weeks ago, there was no question what he would be named. It honestly was a no-brainer, said Karl, 21, who grew up in Aliso Viejo and Huntington Beach. As soon as we found out she was pregnant and it was a boy, we knew we would name him after them. We have to honor them in every way we can. I'd be a proud dad if my son gets even a fraction of the character they both had. The couple's newborn is Hunter Dylan Karl, a tribute to Corporal Hunter Lopez, 22, of Indio, and Lance Corporal Dylan Merola, 20, of Rancho Cucamonga. The 2 Southern California Marines were among the 13 service members killed a year ago today, August 26, when a gate at the Kabul Airport was bombed just days before the last American troops withdrew from Afghanistan. 9 of the dead, and many of the injured, were part of the 2nd Battalion/1 St. Marines at Camp Pendleton. Karl, a combat engineer attached to the battalion, was friends with the 2 Marines, and was there the afternoon of the bombing, laying barbed wire nearby to reinforce the defenses as throngs of Afghans tried to make it onto the last planes leaving the country. Also from Southern California were Lance Corporal Kareem Nikoui, 20, of Norco and Staff Sgt Taylor Hoover, 31, of Salt Lake City, but who was living in Aliso Viejo at the time. Karl had trained with Lopez and Merola's Golf Company unit in Twentynine Palms before the 2-1 was deployed in April 2021 to the Middle East, spread over several countries. They reunited at the Kabul Airport where units of Marines were sent to provide security and work with the U.S. State Department in evacuating American civilians and Afghan allies. On August 26, 2021, Karl was 180 meters from the airport's gate, still setting up wire. As soon as the ide went off, we ran to help the casualties and set up security, said Karl, then team leader for an engineer squad. The only thing that kept going through my head was getting our guys treated and accepting that I would never go home. As the identities of those killed in the blast started to emerge after a few hours, Karl and the other heartbroken Marines, crying and hugging each other, took in the losses. Like Hoover, Karl said, it wasn't his shift, but he knew he needed to help more than he needed to rest, so he went to help Golf Company on the line. And then, walking around asking about others, he learned of Lopez and another friend, his heart sinking further. He had just reconnected with Lopez that morning, and it was the first time he'd seen him since their pre-deployment training. I let him know what had been going on and that my daughter had been born, Karl said, remembering Lopez as one of the most competent and professional infantrymen he's met.